Please introduce us.
We're live. Alright guys, this is podcast number 1 of the Danny Latin Fit Enterprise.
I'm liking it already. Go ahead.
My name is Jaden. This is Danny Latman himself. Danny,
In the flesh.
introduce yourself. Who are you?
Danny Latman Fit, world-renowned online coach. The best in the game. There's never been better. Fitness, mindset, discipline, all of it. I rule these spheres of life. These are all realms of the world I have conquered and now teach to my disciples, who are now leveling up and will take over the world. On to you, Jaden.
On to me, I guess. Who am I? The host. My name is Jaden. I am 17 years old. Although some people say that's very hard to believe.
Yes, you are quite intelligent
Thank you, Danny.
and tall.
Yes, I am. I started working out at 14 years old thanks to Danny Labman himself. And since then, I've been just on a self-improvement journey. I hate the name self-improvement journey, but you have to call it that, because I've just been improving my life in every way that I can ever since I began at 14 years old. I started from working out. I learned how to do that. I became consistent in working out. Then I began reading books, educating myself, and just in general improving in every area of life that I want to improve in. I think that if a person has a desire and that's matched with discipline, there's nothing you can't accomplish. So that's kind of how I live. If I have a vision, a dream, I do everything to get to that dream, I use my discipline, I use the compound effect, and I just
Classic.
do it, So yeah, that's me. I'm just Jaden, and
Just Jaden here.
yeah.
My
That's
number
me.
one disciple. Truly an amazing student. Applied all my principles and has leveled up his life drastically. And it's not stopping here. Isn't that right?
Absolutely, Danny. Absolutely.
Because what else is there to do besides improve all areas of your life? What are you going to do all day, every day for the next 80 years? Play golf? Play tennis? Oh wait, if you did, I'm hoping you want to get better so you're improving, so I'm proving my point. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. No, I don't,
So if
yeah.
you're doing shit, get better. Most people aren't getting better, they're just doing shit. And those who are getting better are choosing shit that is dumb to get better at. I choose money. I choose my charisma. I choose fitness. I choose knowledge, intelligence, wisdom, my speaking skills. I choose areas that fucking matter. And that's why we're going to be ultra successful. People want to be good at dumb shit. That's not me. That's not you. Tell them.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, if you've been given this life. You got one life, right? You're born and then you die. And if you choose not to improve yourself to the maximum and see the utmost and see your utmost potential in your lifetime, if you don't get to see that, that's a life wasted. You were born for no reason. So yeah, absolutely, you're completely right. I mean, Danny, I have to ask you a question.
I have to answer you the way you're about to ask me. Go ahead.
When you first moved into my house, when I was 14 years old, why did you want to help me? Why did you want to spread the message to me?
I think I was so excited from being on my path to improve myself and learning all the things I was learning, with social skills, with fitness, with starting a business and how everyone around me is a fucking sheep. Everyone wants to go college, go college. Okay, but then where do you end up? Barely making 6 figures in like 10 years, and then like being a slave to your job. And I'm like, bro, there's another way. It's hard and it's uncertain, but look at the possible reward. And I looked at this in every area. Fitness, it's not guaranteed you're gonna be fit. I didn't know anyone who was fit. I only have fat people and out of shape people in my family. I was like, I'm gonna be the first to be really fit. I'm gonna be the first to be super successful. I'm gonna be the first to be super charismatic. I'm gonna be the first to have all these things. And I was just so excited and learning in all these areas that I was passionate about. And then I moved in here, and I was like, I see a young boy. He's 14 years old. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's eager to learn. He's open-minded, and he has no real belief system yet. So I shared with him what I believe in, all my dreams, my vision, the things I want to be better at. And he slowly started taking some interest. You know, you wanted to know a little bit more. You started asking questions. You started coming into my room, hanging out. You know, even though I was, working on my computer or doing something on my computer, you'd walk in, just kind of look at me, and I'm like, he wants the game, man. I knew. Yes, so I got off the shit, and not always, but I did. And, taught you how to work out. I taught you, I told you about the books I was reading. The first one was Rich Dad, Poor Dad I showed you. You showed your dad. It changed his life. It's a whole spiral effect, right? And the more you took interest, the more I wanted to pour into you, because I saw, the number one thing a mentor wants to see is the mentee taking action and actually applying the advice. And you did that just marvelously, absolutely Olympic. So you were just taking action. You were applying the beliefs. You were thinking about it. Danny, I've never thought about it that way. That's so true. Holy shit. And you were having epiphanies, and I was getting off on the fact that you were having epiphanies. And now it's just like you're fucking like you're on the same journey. You're leveling up. You're coming with me. So now we're brothers for life. That's it, man.
Let's fucking go, bro. To the top. No, bro. I appreciate that. I mean, when you started teaching me these things and you were like unlocking my world, literally day by day, So, I think when I was 14 years old, when you first moved in, that period of my life was where I had the most improvement and the biggest like spike in knowledge, the biggest curve on the graph,
Exponential.
Yeah, exactly. And I could feel that you liked to teach. So I kept asking you questions. I became interested in what you're talking about. Then I kept asking you questions, and I just became better and better and better. And then I fell in love with the journey itself, with learning. And since then, it's just, I don't see when I can just stop learning. You can't stop learning, So you just made me fall in love with the journey, and since then, it's been an upwards trajectory, and don't intend to stop. Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Where do I want to go? Well, first I want to go to Miami. That's been the goal for a while now.
We just booked the flight again.
Yeah, second time now.
Second time. We're going for apartment searching. We're going to be looking around. We're thinking we're going to start off maybe somewhere around downtown Miami.
Downtown Edgewater, yes.
Downtown, maybe Edgewater. And eventually, possibly, if we get used to the environment, maybe we'll move a few months or a year once we're there. Once we're living there for like a year, maybe we'll move to Brickell. Who knows? But we're gonna probably be in downtown Miami. We're gonna go looking for apartments. What is it?
It's the 12th.
September 12th. I just booked it for October 7th to the 10th. So we're gonna go check it out, explore all the neighborhoods, go back to the gyms, hopefully meet some more high-level people. Like last time, it was a blast, man. But why do you want to go to Miami? I know why I want to go. Why do you want to go?
Why do I want to live there, or why do I want to just visit on the 7th?
Why do you want to live there? Why do you want to be there?
Well, let's start with the environment. If we compare the environment that is there to the one that we're in right now, It's fucking ridiculous. Okay.
How do you mean?
What do we have here? Okay. First of all, we go outside. What do we see? We see senior citizens. Every second person, every single person is a senior citizen, and it's pretty obvious. If you keep looking at these senior citizens, what's gonna happen? You're gonna become more like senior citizens. You're gonna become lazy. You're gonna be,
We're aging too quick.
You're gonna start aging. You're gonna get wrinkled up. So what do we got in Miami? A good environment, right? So what happens? You go outside. You go for a walk. Who do you see? You see young, rich entrepreneurs. Every second person is young, rich,
and fit,
and everything else
everything else we want.
It's literally exactly these people are living the life that we want to live, and if we're gonna be around them, that just obviously it's gonna expedite the process of us getting to the life where we want to be.
100%. You are who you surround yourself with, and you are actually who you compare yourself to. So who do you compare yourself to, right? I compare myself to people that are just stupidly more successful than me, and that forces me to want to get better. If I compared myself to the people right around me, family, friends, sorry guys if you're watching, or the people outside, I would go absolutely fucking nowhere, because I'm winning in basically every area compared to these people. And it's not to this, it's the fucking truth. And I want to get better in life like we just talked about. So I'm going to compare myself to people who make me feel like shit, who make me feel like I'm not winning at all. And once I do that, I'm going to be wanting to be like them. I'm going to be doing everything I can to close that gap. And you just keep doing that and you keep surpassing people. That's all I've been doing. I've been through so many different friend groups, bro. Even from in person, and then it transferred to online friend groups, and we were, for example, like in business, I had a business friend group, and everyone was like making $0 or like $1,000 a month. It was like everyone was poor, everyone was just not leveling up. And then I started hitting better numbers, and I was like, guys, are you coming with me? But no one, for months, no one was doing anything. Nobody wanted. They'd rather pop on the video games. They'd rather smoke pot and order food out when I was quitting and wanted to actually succeed. And I just saw these. I climbed to a higher level in fitness, business, just my eagerness to learn. Just like I became a higher level individual. They all stayed playing video games and not really working on their business and not really reading books or working out and staying here. I couldn't stay in that group, so I fucking got out of there. Because if I compare myself to them, I'm going to eventually go back to there. So I got out of there. Then I entered another group, and this was a year ago, right? They were making, let's say 5 to 20K a month. And to me at the time, 5K was the most I've ever made in a month. Even I think when I joined, I hit my record month. It was 5K in a month. And they're all fit. They're all really fit. They're all making like 5 to 20K a month, so it was more than me, and they were all wanting to learn and be successful. And I was the same way. So I joined this group and I started absorbing the knowledge, hanging out with them. Holy shit, everyone's better than me. I want to learn. I was the small fry, and then months and months passed by, and I went from the smallest to in the middle of the group. And then more months, and then I got into like the top people. I was earning the same amount as the top guys, and after doing that for a while, I noticed, bro, I joined this group like 8 months ago. I like quadrupled my level. Everyone else basically stayed the same or leveled up like 10%, and I could see the flaws in them now that I leveled up. They're kind of being lazy. They're not really putting in the effort. They're like half putting in the effort, and they convince themselves that's effort. And to me, I'm seeing it. I'm like, I can't be around this.
Yeah.
I can't take them with me if they don't want to come. And I told them this shit. And it's the same thing like with the first friend group. I evolved, so now I had to leave this friend group. And now I'm in a state where I'm not even a part of a group. I'm just kind of solo right now. Sure, I have a few acquaintances I talk to now and again, a few guys, but there's no real group. And hopefully in Miami, we could find a group of guys, and they're like fucking millionaires, and they're even more fit, and they're just even more just intelligent and more know things and more know people, more people, and we can meet them, join their friend group, and we could all level up together. But I need people who are not just at one level. It's fine to be at one level, but are you gonna climb with me? Because if you're here, I can't fucking for the rest of my life pull you up. You need to also climb. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I know for a fact me and you, we're going to climb this shit together. Like, you're never going to stop. I'm never going to stop. We're here to check each other. But some people, some friends, people you know, they get comfortable at a certain level and they'll never go above that. And it's completely fine if you just need to go without them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the whole reason why we're going to Miami is to get that better friend group. You know, you said you don't have one right now. That's why we need to go there to get that new friend group, to find the people who are reaching higher heights, who are higher than us. Because as you know, if you're in a friend group and you're the highest level in that friend group, it means you're in the wrong friend group. You aren't learning anything. You need to drag them up, and by you dragging them up, you're wasting your own energy. You know. So if you're looking to keep getting better, keep upgrading, you need to be in a friend group where you are small fry. You know. If you're
100%.
small fry, you need to keep climbing up. But if you're already the top dog in this friend group, what the hell are you doing in that friend group? You're wasting your time. You are wasting your energy by dragging these people up, you know?
Yeah, and there's a difference too. Like, you could be the top guy, but you need to be a teacher in that case, right? I'm the top guy in my community of, like, for example, me and my clients. I'm the top guy out of me and all my clients for fitness. I'm in the best shape out of all my clients. And mindset. I have the best mindset out of all my clients. And it's not to, like, belittle them. It's like, why else would they pay me hundreds or thousands of dollars and hire me to be their coach if I wasn't above them in these specific areas? They need me to teach them. And I think it's amazing when you could be that top guy, but the people like below you or in the group, they want to go up and you take them up. That doesn't drain you. That doesn't make you worse because you're taking people with you. They're getting better. You feel good from taking them up as well. And it's also like you get better at what you do because you're teaching. When you teach and break something down into many, many steps that you did, you actually learn the thing even better. So you become a better teacher. You become a better even student. You're taking people with you who want to be taken up, and you feel good about it. And so I want to say it is completely okay to be in a group where you're the top dog in certain scenarios. Not like where everyone's like in a friend group and you're the top dog. Well, that's just stupid shit. I don't like that. I want to be the bottom dog and climb my way up. And that's why you have to have people below you to teach who want to be taught, and people above you who are willing to teach you and can inspire a massive level up very, very quickly. When I joined that group, everyone was like in that mid-level, decent with their business. Everyone was in great shape. I leveled up so quick, and it was because of them. I saw all the good things they were doing. I applied all of it quick, and I leveled up to the top.
You see, the important word that you said was and. You need to have both.
You have both.
You need to have an opportunity to teach people, to enhance your skills, as well as be the small fry and be climbing up and reaching towards that top dog, So if you don't have both, there's going to be a disbalance. But I think if you're a small fry in general in life, in like the social hierarchy, if you just began your self-improvement journey, if you aren't really on that higher level yet, chances are you will be the small fry in any group,
Yeah.
So what that means is, there you won't really have the opportunity to teach people. So that means there you have to, if you're there, if you're at the bottom, you have to join just any group, I think, because you are small fry,
100%.
And then later on, as you get better and better and better, you need to not get complacent and not forget to go back and teach the people who are below you, because that's going to help you sharpen your skills. It's going to help you grow just as a person,
Yeah, and you're helping other people. Like, there's no way around it. You get to help other people and make yourself better in the process. That's exactly what I did with you. Yeah. I when you're at level 0, just a fucking blank slate with no value, no skills, you can't teach anyone anything because you have nothing to give. So you need to educate yourself, apply principles and things into your life, start taking action, start leveling up, make yourself a person of value, and then once you're at level 1, you could teach people at level 0 while also working on getting to level 2, and you take them to level 1. And you just keep leveling up. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. That's why I decided to become a coach. I get to help more people and actually make an income for myself and change lives. And it's fantastic. I have genuinely seen in the last, 14, 15 months I've been coaching?
Yeah.
Dozens of men in all areas of life, in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. I even have a client in his 60s. I've seen these guys literally in 3 to 4 months' time just become different people. Fucking, they used to be fat, dad bod tits, couldn't get themselves to go to the gym or stop stuffing their face, to just disciplined, healthy diet, high energy, vibrant, more positive people, fit. They're in the gym, they got muscles, they got veins popping out. They look like someone I'd shake their hand and just respect them. And besides the physical, their mindset has changed. The way they speak, they're a lot more confident. They're like, literally, I have calls from them like when we first signed them up versus our check-in calls now. They don't sound the same. They move different. Their voice, their demeanor has completely changed. And it was because they joined my program and applied the things I applied in my life a few years ago. I just brought it down to them. They applied it, and their life just 3-4 months. That's how little time needs to go by and you could change just by taking fitness seriously. If you're not taking fitness seriously now, that's the number one lever you could pull. Clean up your diet, hit the gym on an actual structured routine that gets you results, get the results, and you will fucking transform like no one else.
And how does that make you feel that all your clients are leveling up all the time?
Bro, I'm fucking proud I am so proud of these guys. Like I tell them on the call, we hop on calls. I even post them on my story on Instagram sometimes. Like, bro, I am proud of you. Like, you've put in so much work. You came into this and you had such low confidence. Some of the guys didn't have that much confidence. They had the hesitation, the doubt. Should I commit? Should I do this? And they did it. I was like, bro, you have to. They did it. And it was one of the best decisions they've ever made. And that's not me just talking shit. Some of them have said, bro, this has been one of the best years of my life. I've heard that from multiple people, multiple of my clients. And I'm so fucking happy and proud I was able to help facilitate that for them.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Now imagine.
God.
Now imagine. Imagine if you learned all of that, all the good stuff you learned, all your knowledge. You're now at level 1, level 2, and you don't help anybody below you. What are you doing? Aren't you just selfish? You're fucking selfish.
That's selfish.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, like, let's say I wouldn't feel good about my life because then I would have no one to share it with. Yeah. Like, let's say I only talk to people better than me. Only. Yes, I would be leveling up. 100%. I would be leveling up. But all the people I talk to, I look up to, and they're all better than me. But, like, I have no one to share the value with.
Yeah.
I can't give someone something and then they apply it and become better because everyone I talk to is just infinitely better than me.
Yeah.
So one, there's no joy in it for you if there's no one for you to teach and help. And two, you're just not helping people. That's just fucking selfish. Like if you leveled up to some point, you should help people. There is a balance between leveling up, enjoying your own life, and actually helping people. There should be both. Like people, like old people, like super successful guys, they turn 60, 70, 80, they're just not physically capable of like going out there and becoming more fit or making even more money. Like just they slow down through age. That's just what happens. What do? All they do is dedicate the last years of their life to teaching people and helping more people. And passing down 60, 70, 80 years of knowledge gained in this life to everyone else below them.
Yeah.
There has to be a balance. And I'm sure when I'm 70, when I'm 80, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep fucking going. Trump is going like a motherfucker. This guy's almost
This is
80.
a fucking
He's
train.
still going. He's still going.
Not stopping at all.
But you know, let's say I get to 70, 80, there's gonna be a point where I'm like, okay, this is where I slow down for myself, and this is where like helping people is like 90% and 10% is for myself, because at some point there are percentages with these things, and towards the end of your life you're going to want to contribute more than level up yourself. There is a balance, and it changes through age.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, if you're already dedicating most of your time to teaching people right now at 21 years old, you're talking about 80. That's a long time into the future. Now, if you keep helping people from 21 until 80, do you understand how many lives you will change? Like, that's just insane.
I can't even conceptualize that. Like, I even have it on my life manifesto that I read every single day. It's just basically all my goals and all the things I want to achieve in my life, my bucket list. I think that's what normies call it. The civilians,
The
bucket
civvies.
list.
Civvies.
The civvies, I like that. The civvies. Coined that.
I will.
The civvies.
The civvies.
The civvies call it basically everything, all my goals, and it's like 3 to 5 years out. One of the things is I have an enormous personal brand, meaning like I have a lot of followers on social media, a lot of people know me, and I'm helping millions and millions of young men become the best version of themselves. That's literally what it says, and I read it every single day, and I put it top of mind in the morning. It's one of my values. It's one of my core goals.
Mm-hmm.
So, how many people I help? No fucking idea, but I know it's going to be a monumental impact. In reality, I'm a speck of dust, and like this earth is a speck of dust. It won't really mean fucking anything, but like to us, meaning is created through what we give it. So my meaning, my purpose is to help as many people as possible, and it's going to be young men become the best version of themselves. Sorry women, can't help you. Not in the way we're talking about.
Listen, later on, who knows, maybe you'll just be writing books educating anyone. You know, you can't limit yourself to only men. You know, like look at Tony Robbins. That guy helps everybody.
I'm not
That's
at that.
cool.
I understand. I'm not at that level
No, that's
yet.
like long term.
I can't speak for women. I think I could squeeze more potential out of my life and out of the people I help if I focus on the group I could help the most. If somehow I start helping women as well more, you know, then so be it. I will do that. But right now, let's stick to helping men get in elite level shape, develop an iron mindset, and just completely change their life in that area.
Yeah, I think if you specify in one area, you can just
gain bigger impact.
Yeah, you just gain all the knowledge on like one specific area. You focus in, and you can help the people better than if you like spread out your focus
it's
all over the place.
It's like trying to like start a fire outside, and it's like the sun is just shooting down. It's like, okay, that's not gonna do shit. If you take a magnifying glass and put all that energy into one point, one person, one type of human to help, you could actually start something. It's focus is power.
Yeah. Focus is the most important thing, I think, in life.
Yeah, speaking of focus, let's not get off track. We're talking about Miami. Why are we going?
Right. We began with the people. With the
people,
environment.
The people. That's one topic. People. Successful. Go-getters. We're around them. We're learning. We're getting better. We're able to become better for our people, for my community. I could help them more with the things I learned there, right? I could level up faster, because if I'm around people who are just don't want to grow and they're shit, and we're around these people, we're gonna fucking, if we're here and they're here, it's only a matter of time before we collide at the same level. So we need to find people who are here and come up to them. That's why we want to be in Miami. In terms of the people.
We will never stoop down to that level.
I wasn't even talking about a possible reality in the universe. I was talking about a reality that does not exist while pretending to talk about it.
I thought so.
That's how many realms away.
So.
It was at least 3 fucking dimensions of possibility away.
Okay.
That was fake, imaginary bullshit.
No, I knew it. I was just testing you. I
That's
know
fine.
you released.
That's fine. Don't do that again.
You didn't do it again. You scared me, bro. I don't know. You said collide. No, guys, it's impossible to collide. You see us? These are the normies. This is us.
The civvies.
The civvies. These are the civvies. Right? There's a fucking a barrier this big. Okay, there's a buffer zone that we fucking can't crush through.
When I'm
You
around
can't
them,
do that.
I harvest my chi. The veins pop out in the side of my head and it blocks the retard away. I just can't listen to it.
Guys, you should see Danny walking down the street. He has a vein about this big on his forehead. He's just fucking blocking
I'm
the
just
whole out.
concentrating on blocking out the moronic effects of the world. Anyway, so the people is why we want to go there. That's one that's enormous. Two is it looks amazing. It's just an amazing environment. It's a fucking dream spot. It's warm weather, palm trees, beach, attractive people. Just I could walk down the street with my shirt off and just be ripped and it's not weird, right? It's fine. You know, just like the scenery is beautiful. It puts you in a better mood because what you see is your environment affects your internal state, not just people, like actually what you see, like colors affect your mentality as well. Like if you put gray red in front of you for forever, you're probably gonna start feeling like shit. But if you put like, I don't know, fucking happy colors, like I don't know how what the analogy is. Like if you're out in the sun and there's grass and it's like an amazing environment, all these bright colors, nature, you're gonna feel good. If you're locked in a room that's pure gray and white, or even better, like mine, dark yellow and dark red, you're gonna want to kill yourself in there. So we want to change the colors, change the scenery, so we are more naturally happy and in a better mood without having to use any willpower. This one, that's huge. Using your environment to enhance like your productivity and your mood, as opposed to like willpowering it. You need willpower, but if you could do the environment thing, that works even easier. That's like no effort.
You stack up the chips, yeah, in your favor. Exactly.
That's another reason. Miami is a beautiful place. We were there last month. The buildings, the architecture was just fucking phenomenal. The buildings were amazing. Everything was great. We could talk about like just the ladies. Holy shit.
Yeah.
The ladies, man, like every block, just like an 8, 9, or 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna say 10 out of 10. Those are, I saw like 1 10 out of 10.
But it's fake.
I don't know if she was fake.
OnlyFans lane.
Bro, we were on this street and there must have been, let's say 40 people passed by in 20 minutes.
I think 40 of them were OnlyFans.
I think 40 of them were just straight models, like 8 out of 10 and up. So, ladies are good, but that's not why we're going. What else is there in Miami?
Water. Do you know how important water is? It's a scientific fact that when you look at water, you naturally just become calmer. Your mind becomes clearer. You become happier.
Blue
water, because like the water is moving in random directions. There's no pattern. Your brain somehow like actually likes that. That's like a proven fact. So if we have a balcony where we see water and we keep seeing that water, what's gonna happen? Our mind will become clear. It's gonna have less garbage in it. We're gonna be able to focus more on our work.
Yeah.
That's huge. I think.
Bro. When we were at the B&B last month and I would be in the bathroom or I'd be in the living room working or whatever, taking a piss, shit, doesn't matter. Honestly.
It doesn't matter.
Don't give a fuck. And I would just get out of the bathroom. I would open the door. I'd be like whatever. I'll be like this. I'll be like this. Like, not happy, not upset, just normal mood, whatever. I'm just like, whatever. I open the door. I see the ocean and these buildings. I go, I'm alive. It just lit me up. So the views are just sick. So that's why we want to move to Miami. Also, we've never lived on our own, so that's going to be an adventure. We're taking a huge risk, a leap of faith, some might say. It's going to be a big investment to actually move there. Miami's not cheap, but whatever, it's not cheap. We got to spend a lot of money. We got to invest to go there, tens of thousands of dollars, to get the furniture, to the down payment on the apartment, and then to pay it off, and then to move all the shit there, and then buy all the stuff for the apartment, and then network, and probably buy, into networking.
Buy networks.
Buying into networks so we can meet more people. The gym memberships are like $4K, the ones we want all together, something like that for a year. So it's going to be a big investment. It's going to be a big risk. And what truly, even like 4 months ago, I wanted to go to Miami. You wanted to go to Miami, but it wasn't like we're going like now. It was like we'll go in about a year and a half.
Maybe.
We'll visit.
We will probably go.
We'll probably visit in like a year. Yeah. And then what happened was I had a conversation with someone and I realized, dude.
Literally,
dude, I have to take action faster towards my goals. What am I doing here waiting for a year? I would rather take the risk and risk losing it all, even though I wouldn't, because I'm still the man that I want to be, and I would go through something. If I did lose it all, I would still go through I would still gain because I'm going through an experience that would make me better, right? But fuck that. I would rather take the risk, move, spend all this money, go all in on the business, go all in on moving, take that massive leap of faith, and have an epic story. I moved out at 21. My guy moved out at 17. And we just made it work. And we became so successful on our own, by ourselves. We know 2 or 3 people in Miami. We don't really know that many.
No is a very strong word. No.
We don't even know. We've talked to them.
Acquaintances.
Right, I guess acquaintances, right? We're not tight with them or nothing. We don't really know anyone in Miami. We went out there not really knowing nobody. Huge risk, put all this money, left the parents' house at a young age into this expensive city, and we just made it work, and we became stupid successful. Our business took off. We became more fit. We come back home. We're new people. We made it work. I would rather take the risk and just fucking risk it. Whether it works or not, it doesn't matter. That's better than sitting here in this fucking basement for another year and a half, wishing or dreaming I could be where I want to be. I will never, I don't know about you, but I will never regret more epic stories. When I'm fucking 90 years old and I'm on my deathbed, I'm not going to die, I'm just saying that. When I'm on that bed and I'm looking back at my life and I'm educating someone, because now I'm teaching people, right? And I'm telling the story of my life and how I lived it. I will not be proud if I said I wanted to go to Miami starting 2023 and it took me 2.5 years to actually visit. That is fucking cringe. But if I was like, I wanted to go, and I didn't feel like I was ready. I felt like I needed to stack up more money. I felt like I needed to know more people in Miami before I go. If I felt like I needed to be more fit or more social or just more developed before I take that first step, and I postponed it for fucking 2 years, I would not be proud of that. But the fact that I did it when I wasn't ready, when everything felt like, fuck, there's a little bit of fear here. Is this going to work out? The fact that I took that leap and did it anyway, that's an epic story, and that's the story that I want to tell.
Yeah. That's deep.
Fuck that weak shit.
I think, you know what, I would even probably rather fail than not take action at all.
I would rather fail completely.
So, that being said, there's
the decision was made.
Yeah, that, and then
I'll go home was there.
If you live with a mindset that you would rather just fail than not do anything at all, like, what the fuck is your excuse not to do things now?
100%.
You can't even say that, like, you're afraid or you don't want to do it now. Like, just do it. You know, the worst thing that can happen, because failure isn't that bad, as we just...
Yeah, the more you fail, the better you get.
So, the worst thing that can happen is that you learn something new and you move on. And now that you've learned that, you probably won't fail again. So, you just basically remove that failure from your life. Okay, some things are different, some things you can fail at a lot of times, right? But the more times you fail, the bigger the chance that you won't fail at that thing again, you know, and that means you're becoming a stronger character in life. You just upgrade and upgrade and upgrade, that's it.
Yeah, bro. The more failure you go through, the better you become. The more you learn and just the more experience you have. Like, you could look at a failure as a failure, or you could look at it as, oh, I've gained a new experience. Oh, I've become stronger because I went through this adversity and I became better in the process. You are your own purpose. Your purpose is to get better. The more you fail, the better you get. And, for example, Mike Tyson. He's lost more fights than me. Him in his prime. See, it's difficult for me to admit he could beat me up.
We don't know.
Hold on.
Guys.
Prime Mike Tyson versus me. We don't know.
We don't know.
But what we do know is that Prime Mike Tyson has lost more fights than you. And Prime Mike Tyson can beat the fuck out of you. And he's failed more times. He's lost more fights. So failure, short-term failure does not mean long-term failure. My guy was a champion, right? Talking to that girl. You go talk to that girl. Let's say you talk to 100. You fail 99. And you learn so much and you gain skills and experiences and you became better. Because obviously the more times you do things, the more times you're going to learn more, even if you fail. The 100th time, maybe you got lucky. Maybe you got better through the 99 and you land the girl. But if you took no action, talked to 0 girls, you didn't get better, and you're still bitchless. The fuck is that? Anyway. Literally, because he doesn't like girls. He didn't talk to them.
Yeah.
Probably talking to fucking boys all day. Anyway.
He's talking to his fucking
Anyways,
at home.
Right, so the point is, I would rather fail and have an epic story and learn through the process than do absolutely nothing and live a boring, meaningless, purposeless, bland existence. And that's what most people live. And by the way, we're talking about failure here, and I just want to preface, I'm not fucking failing. Are you out of your mind? That's impossible. That's not even real. In my reality, I'm not failing. I'm not planning to fail. I don't see failure in the future. And I just plan to move to Miami and absolutely fucking crush it because there's no other way. So, just because we're teaching you about failure, don't think we're going to fail, because we're not.
Let's just preface one thing. With the definition that we just gave, actually this isn't a preface, this is after the fucking fest. this is the post-fest. Yes. With the definition we just gave, failure,
still a win.
We need to cross out failure from the dictionary, because it's not a failure, it's a fucking opportunity in itself. So you can't even say failure anymore with this mindset. Everything just becomes an opportunity. Like, fuck the word failure.
Failing's some bullshit, bro. It's all opportunity.
It's all opportunity, that's it.
It's all opportunity for growth. That's all it is. Today was deep, brother.
Yes, it was.
I think
this was a successful podcast.
This was pretty good.
We will be back.
I was just on my walk. This guy calls me, hey, let's hit the pod. I'm like, let's hit the pod. We
Guys,
hit the pod.
You have to take action. Just, you think of it and you take action. That's it. That's the recipe for success.
Let's fucking go, brother.
Stop waiting. Do the fucking thing and that's it. And you win. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Go.